I mean, what do you do when you have a lot of fabrics? You guys asked me if I would share my Ankara hoarder's fabric stash. So that's what we're going to do today, okay? So if that's some content you would like to see, keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I'm going to be sharing, it's going to be in different parts because it's a lot, okay? So I'm going to be sharing my Ankara fabric stash with you in colors. So this is part one. This is going to be black and gray is what I will be sharing with you today in this video. All right, and then I'm going to put other colors together and you will see those as the time comes along. All right. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hello, ciao, guten tag, aloha, hola, konnichiwa, wagwan, sambanani, salon, bonjour. If you are returning, you know what to do. Go get your quick snack, something to drink. Come on back so we could get into the fabric table and the fabrics. Okay. So I don't want to make this video long. You know, I like to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get over to the cutting table so I can show you all the fabrics that I have. That's in Ankara, black and gray. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the fabrics that I purchased. Now, I'm gonna try to remember to tell you where I purchased all of these from. Now, one caveat, I'm not saying all of them are available, but if they are, I will put it all in the description box below, but I will definitely put the name of the fabric on the screen. If they are available, I will link to it in the description box below once again. All right. So like I mentioned, this video is going to be all of the black and gray fabrics that I have. All right. So let's go ahead and get right on into it so I can keep it as short as possible. This is the first one that I picked up. So this fabric I picked up from House of Mami Wata. I can tell you that this is not available. It is sold out. This has been sold out for a little while. All right. However, she does have it in like a marigold and a purple at this time. I did see the color pink and green over on Afric Clothing Store as well. So I will put both of their links to their Instagram handles up on the screen so you are able to see that. And then also I will put everyone's link in the description box below as well as their website as well, because it's many different vendors in the upcoming videos. All right. So what I plan on doing with this, I'm going to put the patterns all up on the screen for those that I know what I'm going to be making with each fabric. All right. So for this fabric, I am planning on making like a mermaid style dress. It's not going to be a mermaid dress. However, it's going to be in the style of, you know, a mermaid dress. The patterns that I plan on using is Simplicity 8330, View B on that pattern. I just feel like it will be amazing to have that halter style for the dress. I also want to use a vest and pant pattern, which is Butterick 6901. I plan on doing View A and View B on that pattern. And I just feel like this will set it off really, really nice as well. But those are the three patterns that I will be using for this fabric. I'm just going to open it out. I mean, like, it's self-explanatory right here, but this is what this fabric looked like right here. And yeah, I think it will be amazing. Okay. Once again, I picked this up from House of Mami Wata. So this is the next fabric. This is also from House of Mami Wata. I picked this up, I think last year sometime. But it is from House of Mami Wata. I picked up 6 yards of this fabric. To be honest with you, I still do not know what I want to make with this fabric. I have a couple of patterns in mind for a 2-piece set, but I kind of want like a jacket and some shorts or a duster and some pants. I'm just not 100% sure of this fabric right here. This fabric is called Just Dandy. It's not available, but I remember what this fabric is called. But I did pick up 6 yards of this fabric. Let's go over to the next pattern. Fabric, I mean. So this is the next fabric, you guys. And this one, I picked up 8 yards of this fabric. Now this fabric is not from House of Mami Wata. This fabric is from Afric Clothing Store. I picked this up way back in like 2018, 2019. Still haven't used it, but I do know exactly what I want to make with this fabric. This fabric is gorgeous, okay? So for this fabric, I want to make Mimi G's duster and a pair of pants. I'm going to put it up on the screen, you guys. It's Simplicity 8985 View A and View B. I feel like I have just enough fabric to make both of those. But once again, this is from Afric Clothing Store. And the pattern that I want to use is Simplicity 8985, the Mimi G duster and pants. Let's go over to the next fabric, I'm sorry. So the next one is this one. It's from House of Mami Wata. You guys have seen this here lately. I showed this kind of like in the last 2 videos, I believe. But this is from House of Mami Wata. It's called Musing. And I haven't decided exactly on what I'm going to make with this fabric. I'm kind of waiting on some more patterns to come out before deciding exactly what I want to do. But I do want to use this for one of the new, probably summer or pre-fall patterns. I will probably use this for, but I do not have a pattern in mind at this time. And this fabric is still available as of this video on House of Mami Wata. Let's go over to the next fabric. So this is the next fabric. This fabric was picked up on Etsy from K Textile 19. I picked up a total of 11 yards of this fabric. Now, one thing about this fabric is pretty thin, okay? So I know what I have planned to make for this fabric. So this fabric is kind of like, it's actually kind of gray instead of white. So when you look at fabric on the screen, it may appear a little different than when you're looking at it on a computer screen. So I thought this was like white with a little bit of floral petals at the bottom, but this ended up being gray when it got to me, but it's okay. I still like it. So the patterns that I'm planning on using for this is a jacket. That jacket pattern is Simplicity 9468. I plan on doing View B on this fabric, for this fabric, on this pattern for this fabric, right? T from Crumpet Tea and Sewing have done this pattern. She have also did a sew along where she shows how to do lining. So she actually did the sew along for that pattern, and she also drafted some lining. So I will go ahead and link to T's channel as well as her video in the description box below. The other 2 patterns that I plan on doing is McCall's 8361. View A for that pattern, that nice, gorgeous dress. I feel like, I can make the main portion of the dress with the main gray portion of the fabric, and then the sleeve use the print, and then the bottom of it, like the skirt, use the print as well. Not sure exactly how it's gonna mesh out, but I feel like it'll be amazing when I do that, right? And then the last pattern is a pair of pants, and the pattern that I want to use for that is McCall's 8207. View B on that pattern, and it will use majority of this fabric. I think once I sew up everything, I will have approximately a half a yard left. So that's the plan for this fabric. Once again, this fabric was from K Textile 19 on Etsy. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty sure this is sold out, but you can always look and see if it's available. Moving on to the next fabric. So this is the next fabric. Now, you guys, I have cut into this. I purchased 9 yards of this fabric. This fabric was given to me by Wax Prints Lace and More a while ago. I want to say way back in like 2020, I purchased this fabric. I have made 2 things with this fabric so far. I have made Simplicity 8136, which I'll put a picture up so you're able to see that. I did the top for that. And then I also did a skirt for that as well. And that skirt pattern was New Look 6703 for that. I did not like the skirt. I have given it to my sister, but you guys have asked me for a sew along for that skirt. I will consider doing a sew along, but at a different time for that skirt. All right. So the plan of what's left for this fabric, I want to do one of the new Simplicity patterns. That pattern is Simplicity 9702, View B for that pattern, because for that pattern, you only need 3 yards of that fabric. And I do have a little more than 3 yards, so I feel like I could, you know, use up the rest of this fabric for that. All right, so let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric. So the last fabric that's in the gray, I have done this. I have used this fabric before. All right, so I'm gonna put up the picture, and the pictures are horrible and garbage, okay? But I have not taken new photos yet for the set that I made. So for the set, it is Butterick 6178, which I have a sew along on the channel for that pattern. It is the pair of pants. And I also have the sew along for the bralette that I made, which is Simplicity 8549. Now, you guys have also asked me, would I do another view on that pattern? The thing about it is that pattern is out of print, so it's kind of difficult to want to do a sew along for a pattern that's out of print. So at this time, I will not be doing another view from that pattern, Simplicity 8549. But if I decide to make another view on that pattern, I may consider doing a sew along, but it's just not something that I may do like right this second, because I do have the pattern, but I'm not making a bralette right now. All right. Now for this fabric, I do not know exactly what I want to make. I have been considering different patterns, but I do want to make like a suit with this fabric. So I do want to make longer pants, because that pattern, Butterick 6178, is a pair of culottes. I want to make a pair of pants with this and a jacket or a duster. So that's what I plan on doing with this. I do have a inspiration photo from Pinterest of something that I want to do with this fabric. So I'm thinking of probably doing a Pinterest inspired look for this fabric. You'll just have to wait to see that. All right. So let's go ahead and move over to the fabrics in black. All right, so the first fabric, you guys have seen this already, but I'm gonna open it out and show you guys, because I just showed this in one of my last fabric haul videos. This fabric is from this fabric is from House of Mommy Watcha. I do apologize about that, but Afric Clothing Store does have a similar fabric, but it's in a different colorway. All right, so this is from House of Mommy Watcha. I picked up 6 yards of it. The pattern that I plan on using, it's a reprint pattern. I did show the Butterick and New Look patterns that are reprint. All right, so I am going to be using one of those reprint patterns, but I'm going to say both numbers. So the new pattern is New Look 6756, View B on that pattern. The old pattern, if you have not picked up New Look, or you will not be picking it up, is McCall 7131. So if you have the McCall pattern, you could still, use that and purchase this fabric. Now this colorway is no longer available on House of Mommy Watcha, but the blue colorway, which I will be showing you next, the next fabric of what it looks like for that blue colorway. Now I'm going to open it out just a little bit more so you can kind of see that it has different rows, but I have used a fabric like this when I did the Bandai set, which the top was New Look 6678 and the bottom was Butterick 6179, I think is the pattern for the bottom. But I have a sew along for both the those patterns, New Look 6698 and Butterick 6179 and Butterick 6178. I will link to in the description box below. So this pattern that I plan on doing is the New Look pattern. That is a repeat. New Look 6756, View B on that pattern. Let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric. Like I told you, it is going to be a blue of basically the same thing as the pink. I just picked up a second colorway. So this one is gorgeous as well. For this fabric, I don't know exactly what I'm going to make. I picked up 6 yards of this fabric from House of Mami Wata as well. When I figure out what I'm going to make, because I do not want to make something that's spring with this dark color fabric. I think I'm going to wait until like fall time and then decide what I want to make with this fabric, but I can see this fabric for a pair of pants. I'm just not 100% sure on the pattern yet, but when I know, I will let you guys know. All right, so let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric and pattern. So this is the next fabric, and you guys have seen this already, but I'm showing you guys again because, I'm documenting everything that I have because you guys asked. So I'm just going to provide you with what I plan on doing with all the fabrics that I have. So for this fabric, I do not know. I'm waiting on like summer or pre-fall pattern. I could see this as a dress. Tell me what you think this pattern. Tell me what you could see this fabric as. Now, the name of this fabric is called Superfruit. So in the comment section below, chime off on if you think I should make a pair of pants, a jumpsuit, a dress, a skirt. Give me some ideas of what I should do with this fabric. I just want to know what you think, all right? But this one is from House of Mami Wata. I picked up 6 yards of this fabric. It's called Superfruits. Let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric. So the next fabric, you guys have seen this one as well. I want to say in February, I think is when you've seen this fabric. This fabric is also from House of Mami Wata. This fabric is called Nip It in the Bud. Now, for this fabric, I plan on doing Simplicity 9703 for this fabric. I plan on doing View A, the shorter dress. I thought about doing View C, but listen, you guys, all of those tears, Heavenly Father, I don't want to do tears. So because of that, I have decided View A may be the best option for me, but it does leave me with at least 3 yards left to make a pair of pants or something like that for this fabric. But if I do View C, I would only have like 1 yard left. So I'm on the fence on which view I should do, but I know this fabric I want to do Simplicity 9703. Let's go ahead and talk about the next fabric. So this is the next fabric right here. This fabric is also from House of Mami Wata. I picked up 6 yards, no longer available, of course, if you looked at my video from February. For this one, it's called No Wallflowers here. I do not know what I'm going to make. I'm thinking of Mimi G's pattern that she did last summer. It is, I don't know the pattern number, but I'm going to put up on the screen. I'm thinking of that pattern for this fabric. I think it'll go very well for that dress. All right. But we'll see exactly what I'm going to make with it. All right. But this is 6 yards. House of Mami Wata, it's no longer available. So let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric. All right, so this is the next fabric right here. This fabric right here is also from House of Mami Wata. Once again, I've picked up a lot of fabric from House of Mami Wata lately, but I do have some from other vendors like I have mentioned. So it's not just House of Mami Wata, just to give you a rundown on that. Now this fabric is called Bendai, and I have made a version of this fabric before. I did a Bendai waffle set and did both of those have sew alongs for, which is in the description box below. Now for this fabric, now I'm going to tell you this, make notes, take notes, go get your pencil and your piece of paper. I am going to be doing a Vogue pattern for this. And that Vogue pattern is Vogue 9319, View B and View D. I feel like that set is going to be amazing in this fabric, if I do say so myself. So I feel like that top that has like the tie bow and, you know, the pants will be amazing. Now, I know you guys are like, yo, I need to see what this fabric look like. You know, this pattern look like. I'm putting it up on the screen so you have an idea of what it looks like. All right. But once again, this is from House of Mami Wata, 6 yards, Vogue 9319. Let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric. So outside of the orange fabric, I did pick up this blue. I mean, like, why not, right? It's right there in your face. So I decided that I was going to pick up this blue one as well from House of Mami Wata. Now, I can tell you that I think this one is still in stock, but I'm not 100% sure. If it is, once again, it'll be in the description box below, so you could go to that fabric immediately, all right? Now, one thing I will mention is the ones that are not available, I will not be putting it in the description box below, simply because it is a lot of fabric to try to link to, all right? I'm only gonna link to the ones that's available. Now for this, I picked up 6 yards, but I have no idea what I wanna make with this fabric yet. I'm still kind of like waiting on new patterns and stuff like that to see what I wanna make with this. But once again, House of Mami Wata, 6 yards, Bandai is what the name of the fabric is. Moving on to the next fabric. You guys love this, and don't beat me up because I do want to tell you guys that, you know, this is no longer available. I took the last 6 yards of this. That I will tell you. This is from House of Mami Wata. I picked this up back in February, March timeframe, and it was only 6 yards. I went back to try to get some more, and you guys, I was mad that I didn't get 12 yards of this gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. Now, I want to tell you that this is going to be a Vogue pattern. It is the Moo Moo pattern. Now, I do not know what it is at the top of my head, but I'm going to put it up on the screen because I did not write this one down in my notes, okay, for whatever reason. Now, the plan is to do the Moo Moo dress, right, the Vogue pattern. And I think I'm going to contrast it with either the lime green at the neck area or black. Probably black because I feel like black. I also have like some brown tobacco color as well. So that's the plan for this one. Now, one thing I will mention is this pattern calls for 60-inch. But I have a conversion calculator. If you do not have 60 inches, how to convert it into 45-inch or 54-inch or whatever the length of your fabric is. So for this, if you are using 45-inch fabric for this pattern, you will need at least 5 yards of fabric, okay? I already did the math for you. So if you want to use 45-inch fabric for this pattern, you will need 5 yards of fabric, minimum, all right? So that's what I'm gonna do for this pattern. Fabric and pattern. This is going together, all right? Let's go ahead and move over to the next fabric. And that fabric was called Somewhere in Zanzibar, which is no longer available, all right? So the next fabric, I purchased 9 yards of this fabric. You guys just seen this not too long ago. This is called Carry Love, also from House of Mami Wata. One thing I will say that this one, I want to do a dress. Now, I think when I originally said it, showed this fabric, I said I wanted to do a pair of pants. I did pick up 3 yards for my daughter, 6 yards for myself. Now, for this fabric, I want to do New Look 6729. View A on this pattern. Now, on this pattern. However, you guys know I'm not a big fan of cutouts. However, I feel like for this fabric, I might have to do a cutout, all right? Because you guys went crazy about the back out top that I did for Sew with Stephanie. Matter of fact, it is pre-order. If you seen that, and I'm gonna put it up to show you guys what that fabric and the pattern looks like. If you have not done so already, go over to Sew with Stephanie and purchase that pattern. Okay, it is amazing. If I do say so myself, and you guys know I'm a woman who do not like to do a whole bunch of cutouts or no backlist. That's just not my vibe. But from time to time, I will do it. All right. But like I mentioned, this is New Look 6729. View A on that pattern. All right. Let's go ahead and move over to the last fabric for the gray and black, and then we're gonna go ahead and close out this video. All right. All right, so this is the last one. I want to thank Jam, Jamara. She rocked the heck out of this fabric, all right? I don't know the pattern that she used, but I have showed this before. I'm going to just kind of open it out for you guys to see a little bit. You guys know how these stickers are. They can be a pain in the behind. So just bear with me on that. Because what you don't want to do is try to go too fast and rip your fabric. Okay. So this is the fabric. Now, I want to say this. It is a little waxy. All right. Once you wash it in cold water, it'll break down and not be that waxy. Okay. It'll, you know, be a little softer. Now for this fabric, it's from House of Mommy Watcha. She has other colorways like this. I have sewn with a colorway similar to this. You guys, I will put that up on the screen. It's New Look 6659 for that. And for the skirt, and then the top was just my TNT pattern, which is McCall 7452, which I have sewn that pattern many of times and also have done a sew along for it. I have hacked the pattern. I have done so many things with that pattern. It's unbelievable, but it's real. All right. So for this fabric, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it, but it's 6 yards from House of Mommy Watcha. All right. Now that is all the fabrics that I have in the color black and gray. All right, so there you have it. That's all the fabrics that I have in black or gray. If you've seen any of the fabrics that are still in print, look in the description box below so you can see which ones are still in print. All right, or still available for you to purchase. All right. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.